We've talked on the YouTube channel about Gotham Knights and what this game could very well all entail, and I would love if you guys would check out the other Gotham Knights content on the YouTube channel. We're creating more and more content around this game, guys, and I would love to hear from all of you whether or not you want to hear more about Gotham Knights as we get closer to launch. I want to talk about everything that we know now about this title. We can break it down and have a real conversation about it. So let's get into it. In an article written by Matthew Ford as well as Vic Hood of Tech Radar, Gotham Knights is now expected in 2022. Gotham Knights is going to be Batman Arkham Origins developer WB Games Montreal's return to the Batman universe, and it's safe to say it's highly anticipated. In Gotham Knights, it'll be entirely up to you whether you play through your adventure on your own or with a friend in two-player co-op. Either way, you'll be able to switch seamlessly between the game's four heroes and make the most of their powers. So you keep hearing the words co-op. So co-op, guys, is definitely something that they're going to be focusing on with this title. First announced in 2020 with the 2021 release, Gotham Knights has since been delayed in 2022 so that its development team can have more time to deliver the best possible experience for players. We hear this all the time now, guys, but take 2022 with a pinch of salt because there's a good chance that it might get pushed back at some point or another. Hopefully not, but don't, take 2022 as gospel, right? So it'll be available on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, as well as PC. So this is a new Batman game starring Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. 2022 is the expected release date, and obviously the consoles that I just mentioned are what we're going to be able to play it on. Gotham Knights was officially announced during DC Fandome on August 22nd, 2020. A release date was then slated for sometime in 2021, and obviously the game was delayed into 2022. So the action-packed first Gotham Knights trailer shows our four vigilantes receiving a posthumous call from Bruce Wayne declaring Gotham unsafe and the GCPD distrustful, while also leaving behind all his files and a base of operations to help keep the city safe. Simultaneously, a child's voice can be heard saying, "No one talks about them, not a whisper word is said, for if you try to crush them, then the Talon strikes you dead." Now, this refers to the deadly assassins known as Talons, which were first introduced back in Batman 2 in 2011. So, a new addition to the series is the introduction of XP system for leveling up characters, meaning all thugs will possess a number above their head, giving players an idea of their difficulty. This grows as the player increases in power and ability, so that foes keep pace throughout. This game reminds me a lot of the Avengers, right? Marvel's Avengers. And so when we're thinking about that, and that had a lot of problems, I'm hoping Gotham Knights doesn't have nearly the problems that Marvel's Avengers had. But it kind of gives you that same sort of vibe. The trailers are awesome for Gotham Knights, guys. If you guys haven't seen them, you definitely should. I'm really excited about this title. I've always kind of grown up a DC fan. Not that I don't love Marvel. I think Marvel has done incredible with their movies. The movies have really put a spotlight on those superheroes, right, as well as the supervillains. DC hasn't done as good of a job with the movie side of things, but from a game perspective, I'm really excited about this one. Gotham Knights is an open-world action RPG that allows you to play as four characters: Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. Each of these characters has their own playstyle and abilities. Batgirl is trained in a variety of fighting styles and is also well-versed in technology and coding. Nightwing is a master of acrobatics and carries his iconic dual sticks. Robin is an expert fighter who carries a quarterstaff and is trained in stealth, while Red Hood is strong and proficient in a manner of weapons. Awesome. Really excited about that. Now, what I will tell you guys is that we didn't get anything new explained to us at E3 2021, but there will be obviously a DC Fandome that's going to be making a return in 2021, which is going to be October 16th, where we're probably going to get a lot more information about this game. Hopefully. I mean, it's not for sure yet, but I'm hoping that we're going to see more from, obviously, Gotham Knights. Now, it was during the 2020 iteration of the show that Gotham Knights was first announced, so it seems very possible that fans could receive an update on the game during this year's show. Alongside Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, it's one of the major superhero games that DC has in the works. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League is another one I'm really excited about. Obviously, we're going to have to kind of wait and see as we go. Now, once again, I talked about co-op in the beginning. Let's talk about that some more. So Gotham Knights executive producer Fleur Marty has revealed that the combat system for its upcoming Batman game, Gotham Knights, has been designed with two-player co-op in mind. According to Marty, players should expect something slightly different to WB Montreal's previous Batman game, Arkham Origins, explaining that they have entirely redesigned the combat system in order for it to work well in co-op. That gets me a little bit concerned when you're trying something totally new and, obviously you haven't really messed with that much with the other Batman titles. That's a little bit concerning, but I love the innovation that they're constantly trying to get better and, expand the lore and everything of, this universe. I love that, even though it's a little bit concerning when you hear that. Now, despite this focus on co-op, there will still be some flexibility in how Gotham Knights can be played. According to Marty, it'll still be possible to play Gotham Knights entirely solo, and the co-op element is conveniently drop in, drop out, so you're not entirely dependent on another player, which is awesome, because there's a lot of times that I'm really not going to want to play, with someone. I may want to just play by myself, and that's going to be, that's perfect. Even with that flexibility, though, the game and spirit of the team-up is important to the overall game, as creative director Patrick Redding said. The two-player dynamic fits the fantasy in the Gotham City setting. The duo or team-up is such a central feature of the universe that there's a literal shorthand for it in the comics and animation in the film and TV versions. Huge question people are asking, is Batman really dead? The biggest rumor circling the web is that Batman is not actually dead. Rather, the world's greatest detective has gone into hiding to infiltrate the Court of Owls before being revealed alive in the later portions of the story. This is some credibility just going off the history and general popularity of The Dark Knight alone. WB Games Montreal has not stated that Bruce Wayne is dead either, just Batman. Very interesting. I'm excited to see what they decide to do there. Now, another rumor pertains to the release date. On Christmas Day, the official Gotham Knights Twitter account posted a Happy Holidays image from the team at Warner Brothers Games Montreal, which includes presents, a gym setup, and most notably a poster dedicated to the Flying Graysons. For those that are unaware, the Flying Graysons were a group of trapeze artists and Robin's family members that were ultimately killed, leading to the latter becoming a crime fighter. The poster in question has a touring date of Tuesday, July 16th to Sunday, July 2nd, with many believing one of these to be the release date for the game. This is purely speculation, as neither of those dates land on a Tuesday or a Sunday in 2021, plus the game has now been delayed until 2022. So, absolutely awesome. We've got America Young. She is going to be voicing Batgirl. Sloan Morgan Siegel is Robin. You've got Christopher Sean, who is playing Nightwing. Stephen Young is voicing Red Hood. Gilbert Jackson is voicing Alfred. Very exciting, guys. So, the choice to go without an already existing Batman voice actor further confirms Warner Brothers' commitment that Gotham Knights is set in a different universe from past titles, so we wouldn't expect the likes of Mark Hamill's Joker to manifest. That is, even if the Clown Prince of Crime turns up at all. So, we'll see what happens, guys, but I gotta tell you, from what we know so far about this title, I'm pretty excited about it. Being a DC fan, this is great because this is just more content that we can take in. Having so much content is a great thing. Having Gotham Knights and then having Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, those are going to give us so much more content in these universes moving forward while we're waiting for more movies or while we're waiting for more games or whatever the case might be. This is going to give us so much extra content to absorb and take in. I'm really excited about it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys excited about Gotham Knights? Let me know. And for more Gotham Knights content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.